Hi there, Jill here from the creative team. What I've got to show you today is a quick video on how to make a fairy lights storage jar. You've seen the upcoming commercial for it, so here she is and what you need to make. So the full jar has been made using a Yankee Candle empty jar, and you can see who they are. The digi image I've used is Snowflake's Quality Control, and she's all been coloured in using Copic markers. I've used a selection of dies here as a backer, edging here. I've tied it up with some pretty organza ribbon that's tied in a bow at this side with little elements to go on there as well. We've got round the top decorated with some bling on a string, and the lid has been completely covered in a glitter Mod Podge. I don't know if you can actually see how well that comes out on the video, but I can see it sparkling here. Really pretty. What I've done with this then is I've gone, Dad, can you make a hole in a jar for me please? And Dad just shakes his head and just does it because he knows I come up with some random projects for him. So what we have is a hole in the back of the jar. This was where I fed in all the fairy lights, so you can see them here, all in the bottom of it. You don't use too many of them because your jar will get hot, and when you've got the lid on top of it, you don't want anything to just overheat while it's in there. So I've got about 25 maybe lights, 20-25 lights in there, not an awful lot. Round the top of it, it's been decorated here, as I said, with the snowflake die cuts and the bling on a string at the top. You make it so that your jar lid will still sit on neat and nothing will actually stop the suction there. So there we have it. This is the little fairy lights jar. So this is the elements you're going to need to make her. As I said, she was made out of a Yankee Candle jar. Lots of other jars that you can use. Coffee jars, sweetie jars. Here's another empty one, for example. This is another smaller sized Yankee Candle jar. And here's the little hole that's been made just in the corner, down in the corner. Jars don't have corners. Where did that come from? There's the little hole just round there, as you can see there. This one needs a bit of a clean because we've still got sticky label bits on it. Make sure your jar is completely clean before you start. And what you're else going to need is some organza. This is a pretty little pink organza with silver sparkles running through it. I don't know if you can actually see. There we are. That looks like a veil. There we are. It's a pretty one. Now I'll just angle the camera down here and you can see the other elements I've got sitting on the table. Okay, here we are now. What I've got here then is the dies. And oh, some sneaky feathers have just popped in there. White little marabou feathers, nice and soft and delicate. We've got this one, which is Joycraft Billy's Circle Die. That one makes the base that the digi's going to sit on. They're all Joycraft dies. This one is the snowflakes, and this is the circle snowflakes here. Next we've got the large snowflake, that one. Then we've got a smaller one. And then we've got the snowflakes border, and this is what's used to go round the top of the jar. You need to cut that one out twice. Other elements you're going to need is the bling on a string. This is the one that goes round the top lid as well. You're also going to need some basic little gems to sit on it. This is what goes on top of the snowflakes. You're going to need some delicate ribbon, and I've chosen this pale pink organza ribbon. And then you're going to need decorative pins. Now the ones I've got here are completely clear. They'll pick up the light and give a nice sparkle, but remember, if you're doing other projects, you can actually colour these with your alcohol markers. Mine are all kept in a little tub there because I've got a habit of stabbing myself. Selection of Copic markers, and away you go, and that will be you ready to begin on your project. So that's it from me for now, and I'll take you through the rest of the tutorial. Okay, bye for now.